Good morning to you all. Today, new topic in the subject engineering drawing. In the previous topics, what we covered in orthographic projections, projections of point, projections of lines, projections of planes, and today topic projections of solids, three-dimensional object. In the first class I introduced about point, then line, combination of lines, a plane, combination of planes, solid. Add those solids to create a structure. Today topic projections of solids, a three-dimensional object. Let's observe the solids: prism, pyramid, cylinder and cone. In this topic I divided this topic subdivisions. Prism and pyramid treat as solids 1, cylinder and cone treat as solids 2. Now start with prisms. Type of solids, these are all the type of solids: prism, pyramid, cylinder and cone. Now start with prisms. Type of prisms: depending upon the shape of its base, define a prism. It has two similar bases, a bottom base and the top as a similar shape. It may be triangle, square, hexagon and pentagon. Now the nomenclature means naming of prism: base and vertical faces. Vertical faces, similar vertical faces. In solids we treat only regular solids. What is meant by regular? Regular shapes: triangle, square, rectangle, polygon. Regular polygon means all sides are same measurement and all angles are same. This concept you already know in the subject projections of planes. Now select one solid, then start our work. Now type of solids in this type of prisms: triangular prism, square prism, pentagonal prism and hexagonal prism. Okay, name it the prism: one base and one more top face similar to the base, and the two similar base and top face are joined with a rectangular planes. All are rectangular planes are joined bottom face to top face. Now in prisms the vertical faces are rectangular in shape. Remember this point. I will repeat again in the pyramids. Now there is a difference between prism and pyramid. The one mark questions will come. Prism, vertical face of a prism, rectangular in shape, already there in this diagram. Let us observe triangular. Base is the triangular, one more triangular in top. So square prism, base is a square, top one more square. Now let's see, this is a pentagonal prism. Now observe in this some lines difference are there. Let us observe 1, 2, 3 vertical lines. Let us observe, this is the one more line is there in the base, there is a dotted line and one more axis. In the starting class, type of lines, now you implement those type of lines while constructing this diagram. There are three lines are used: 1, 2, 3 visible lines, axis line and dotted line. The meaning of that dotted line, that line is behind the object which is not visible. Hidden edges. Hidden edges are represented with dotted lines. Line table, read again the line table type of lines. Thin line, thick line, chain line, dash line or dotted line. Thick line to represent, highlight the result of an object. Thin line, initially start with drawing of any object, start with thin line. Then any invisible edges, those edges need to represent with dotted line. Axis of a prism represent with chain line. So let's observe that concepts already introduced or implemented in these diagrams. Let's observe this one. Now 1, 2, 3. So one more backside edge is not visible to you. Backside edge of a square prism. Backside edge of the square prism is not visible. So that is represented with the dotted line. Then observe this one. Vertical face. Vertical face. So this is a vertical face. Oh, what is the shape of this vertical face? Just observe, rectangular in shape. Now similarly, pentagonal and hexagonal. So these are all type of prisms depending upon the shape of the base. It is a base is a triangle, triangular prism. Square, square prism. Pentagon, pentagonal prism. Hexagon, hexagonal prism. So let's say these are all the prisms. Now the note down these note, that is what is so mentioned is vertical faces in rectangular in shape. That point is already mentioned because of that is the key point. One more question will come in this one. Let just another group of these solids, pyramids, only one base and apex, and base to apex triangular shapes of planes are joined. What is the vertical faces of a pyramid? Triangular in shape. Let's observe vertical faces. So these are all the vertical faces. Say this is the vertical face. Vertical face, triangular in shape. In case of previous prisms, rectangular in shape. What is the nomenclature? That means naming of pyramid, base, apex, and this edge we can call it as, this edge we can call it as a, this edge we can call it as a slant edge. This edge is we can call it as a slant edge. This we can call it as a slant face. Remember those technical points. While representing a pyramid, base, face. Face means vertical face. What is the face shape? Triangular in shape. The base, square or pentagon or triangle or hexagonal in shape. But the line joining the corner of a base to the apex, this we can call it as a slant edge. This we can call it as a slant edge. Slant edge is different, slant face is different. Okay, slant edge, all are equal in length. These are all we can call it as a slant edges. Slant edges. These are all called slant edges. Now this is about pyramid. Pyramid, only one base, one apex. Slant faces are triangular in shape. Now, so difference are there depending upon the shape of the base, triangle, square, pentagonal and hexagonal. Let's see the next category of these solids. Now, a cylinder, a curved surface, bottom circle, the top circle. Let in the bottom circle observe, half of the circle is visible from here to here it is. So this is visible, the back side is invisible. That part is represented with dotted line. Now this is the axis line. That is the representation of a cylinder. What is the front view of a cylinder? Front views of a cylinder look like. That means solid is like this one. Solid, like for example, say this is the solid. How we can represent the front view, top view? assume this is a one solid. So take this as a solid. Front view is a rectangle. Front view is a rectangle. Front view is a rectangle. What is the top view? Looking from the top view direction, a circle. Starting with, this is the one. This is XY line. XY line. So represent the axis line. Now, in simple position, ask any question on this. Draw a front view, top view of a cylinder in simple position. What is the simple position? Say like this one. So that is a simple position. So what is the top view? Top is a circle. Front view is a rectangle. Say this is the front view. This is the front view. This is the top view. Sometimes you may ask, you have to tilt the solid in a certain angle. That means again the tilt, that is the second stage problems. The solid is at an angle 30 degrees to horizontal plane, 40 degrees to horizontal plane. That means the again second stage problem, third stage problem. So this is the elongated problems beyond the complexity of the problem. So first start with the simple position, then the second angle and third angle. We go one by one. First see the what is the nomenclature of a solids like prisms, pyramids, cylinder. Now cylinder is completed. Let's see one more object is this in this one. Let observe the one more object. Say this is a cone. See the naming of this cone. What is that? Say now this is the axis. Now slant height, base and apex. Now once you asked to draw top view, front view of a this cone, top view. Say let's observe the top view is a circle. Top is a circle, and draw XY line. Draw the front view, just means the center to right. This is the apex O point. Now this is up to this one, and draw these lines. This is, we can call it as a axis height. Axis height. This is called slant edge. Now this is the XY line. Now this is the top view. This is front view. Only what are the changes can possible in this problem? Only changes are possible. Change the value of the diameter. Change the value of the diameter, 50 mm diameter. Height, say 65 height. Then draw the projections of a cylinder of 50 mm diameter, 65 mm height. At axis is at an angle. This axis need to tilt in the second stage. So that type of problems we having in the problem sheet. Now only concentrate what is the solid, how we are going to represent the solid, what is the simple position. Now what is the difference between regular solids and irregular solids, what is the lateral faces shapes in prisms and pyramid. And these concepts need to know initially, then we will start the problems on this topic. Let's observe this one. Let's read the first problem in this one. First problem in this sheet. A square prism of 40 mm side. Say maybe side is given in this one, say 40 mm side. Now let observe. Say what is the side is given? A square of 40 mm side. Axis height is 65 mm. It's an angle 45 degrees to horizontal plane. Resting on one edge, has an edge on the base on HP. This is important. It is important. How we draw the initially based upon this concept. Edge of the base on HP, on horizontal plane. Start with this initiation, then proceed. What is the size of a base? What is the axis height? Then start what is the angle is asking in this question. Say, no, just observe the proceedings Just I will follow how to draw this object. Now, given shape is prism. What type of prism? Square prism. That means square is the base. Now, start with the base. Now, how to start with this problem? Draw an XY line. XY line. Now, draw the base. Square of 40 mm side. 40 mm side. Select a one side perpendicular to the XY line. .45 just draw a line, draw a line, draw a line. Then take any convenient gap, draw 40, 40, 40. Now say what is the size? This is the side is given 40 mm. Aligned system of dimensioning 40. Now observe this one. Say for example, square prism, two faces are there. Say for example, take one example, let observe this one. Let observe this one. Now say this is A, capital A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now top view A and small a, B, C, D. Again 1, 2, 3, 4. Now while draw this one, these are the 2 points. Say A, comma 1, B, comma 2, C, comma. So that is the way 2 points are there at one corner. So this is the vertical height of a vertical edge. Vertical edge, this is the A point, this is the 1 point. A point, 1 point. While projecting, both are a point because of this is the perpendicular. Say A, comma 1, A, comma 1, B, comma 2, C, comma 3. Now this is the top view of given diagram. With the H pencil, simply draw diagonal lines. This we can say it is a center O1, O2. Say this is O1, this is O2. Both are, while projecting these two O1, O2, so similar. Project it height, vertical height, vertical height. Now project from up to XY line is thin line, here onwards axis line. Right. Say this is O1, this is O2. Extend the same. Same. Now this is the height. Say this is A, comma B, C, comma D. So because of these are the front view, dashes are required. Say here it is 1, comma 2, 3, comma 4 with dashes. Now given height of this object is say 65 mm, 65 mm, 65 mm. Now this is the simple position. But asked about at an angle 45 degrees. At an angle 45 degrees. So while tilting this into at an angle 45 degrees, at an angle 45 degrees, so initially this is the front view. Front view is a rectangle. Tilt this at an angle 45 degrees. That means this rectangle. That means A1, 3, 4. So that means this rectangle has tilted at an angle 45 degrees. Tilt this rectangle at an angle 45 degrees. So any convenient gap, in between any convenient gap, take any reference point, So say this point we can say it is this line. Draw this line. Just draw this line at an angle 45 degrees. 45 degrees. And while tilting the 45 degrees, these two are the lines. For example, these two are the lines. No, these two are the lines. While tilting, what happened? This line is tilted like this one. Right. That means observe this. These two lines. Say this is the one line, this is the one line. So both are at a 90 degrees, 90 degrees. While tilting, this entire object tilted like this one. Right. This entire rectangle is tilted at an angle 45 degrees. 45 degrees. Copy this measurement, copy this measurement, copy this height, this height, this height. Copy this measurement, this measurement, this measurement. Now this is right. Copy entire naming, copy the entire naming shape. A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash. And project and complete the remaining part. When certain inclination, what is the shape of the object as generated? Now project, say for example, 1 and 2. So while projecting like this one, so while projecting means this is the way. Project, this is the mark is given. Project, that means the bottom is invisible, the top is visible. First complete the top part. Now 2 points are there in this line. In this line 2 points are, those 2 points are A and B. Observe the previous diagram. From A to horizontal line, E1. E1. B to horizontal line, B1. Again C and D. C and D. Observe the C. Now this is the C point. Extend. Say this is C1. Now say this is C1. Now this is A1. A, B completed, C completed, D. Now this is the D point. So this is D1. Now this is completed. This is completed. Similar way, one more rectangular shape will come in the 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Say 1 and 2. Draw project. Say 1. From 1 to horizontal line, this is 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. From 3 and 4. Say this is 3, 1. This is 4, 1. Let observe, this is, right. Now while looking this one, now, right, this is not visible. This should be a dotted line. This should be a dotted line. See, this is the dotted line. As mentioned here, it is also mentioned. So this is the dotted line, because that is not visible. So remaining is entire boundary. Entire boundary. Now this is the boundary, this is the boundary, this is the boundary. These 4 lines are visible. Now this is only dotted line. This is the final object is presented here in this diagram. So this is about a square prism of side 40 mm, axis 65 mm, at an angle 45 degrees to horizontal plane. Its projections are, now observe, these 2 diagrams should be light in appearance with H pencil. Now after completing of this diagram, you highlight with HB pencil. This is the result. This is also result. This is also result. Now highlight the result only, outstanding in appearance. Remaining all the lines should be appear like H pencil brightness only. Let immediately on the diagram just clarify the brightness and lightness that gives the appearance to your drawing. Which one is the result, which one is the construction. All lines should be there, but some lines are used to construct the final object. You constructed using all these procedures. Final object is this one. Highlight the final object only. So this is about square prism of side 40 mm and axis 65 mm at an angle 45 degrees. Based upon this concept, any diagram only changes the shape of the base and height of the base and angle. Now, we are going to introduce a new shape of object. Let's see the next diagram. Let's observe this diagram. What is the diagram? Say pentagonal prism. Pentagonal in shape. Pentagonal prism of side 30 mm, axis height is 65 mm at an angle 45 degrees. So, at an angle 45 degrees. 30 mm side, 65 mm side. Now, what is the shape? Pentagonal. Say for example, let us observe. This is a pentagon, you know very well. Now, this is the object. This is an object. Name it capital A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3. Right. So, remaining are dotted lines. Now, how to draw this? Front view, top view. Start with the top view. Now, start with the top view, draw the pentagon. Start with top view. Now, before starting, first XY line. Right. Select one side, the longer edge containing. So, this is the longer edge. This is the longer edge. All are longer edges. These are all the base edges. Now, these are all the base edges. These are all called longer edges. Any one of the longer edge you select. Now, start with select any one side. Right. Any random gap from XY line to say this is starting point. From here to measure at a length of 30 mm. Say this is the 30 mm. Now, say this is the 30 mm. Right. Now, how to construct pentagon? Angle method. Angle method is the speed way to construct a pentagon. Select, here it is 108 degrees, draw the line equal to 30 mm. 108 degrees, draw the line. Same length. Now select, this is the required length from here to one point, from here to one more point, then draw. Now, this is the required pentagon. Angle method. This concept you know very well in the geometrical constructions worksheet. Quickly draw, apply angle method 108 degrees concept. Naming it. Naming means top face A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, E. Again 1, 2, 3. Give inside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find the center of the plane. Find the center of the plane. How to find the center of the plane? Just I am explaining. Follow this concept. Select two adjacent sides. Two adjacent sides, you know. These two are adjacent sides. This one and this one adjacent sides. Or this one and this one adjacent sides. So, select this side and this side, or this side and this side. Adjacent side, midpoint and opposite corner. Opposite corner. Adjacent midpoint to opposite corner to draw a line. Then select one more opposite corner, draw. That means this extent, this is the midpoint. Now, this is, no, this is the center. That is, then from that center to draw the axis line. From that center to draw the vertical line. So, here onwards, axis line. Required height 65 mm. Now, project, extend project, right. Name it, say A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash. Again 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash. O1 dash, O2 dash. Let observe this one. O1 is not matching with the 3 and 5 line. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 lines are there. Similar object will come in hexagon. Hexagon, this line will match with this line. So let observe the concentrate this, what is the difference between the axis line and the vertical line. Now this is the simple one. Now give the numerical value, say 65. Now giving this one, now so this is the 30 mm. No, but this is not the position he asked, but he asked about this solid at an angle 45 degrees with the horizontal plane. Then tilt the rectangle at an angle 45 degrees. So given is 45 degrees. That means tilt this rectangle at an angle 45 degrees. What is mentioned? The longer edge containing, say this is the longer edge. That longer edge makes an angle 45 degrees. Any gap, select this as a 4 dash, through this draw 45 degrees. 45 degrees. Now what is the height of this one? Copy the existing height. Copy this existing height. Copy this height. Copy this one. Say this is D dash. Then while moving this one, this edge is at an angle. That means always this is the procedure. This is the vertical edge, this is the horizontal edge. While tilting that one, this line also tilted at an angle 90 degrees. That is the procedure. Immediately, using your mini drafter, while drawing this one, you lock your mini drafter edge. So you lock your mini drafter using this scale, draw this line, using another scale, draw this line. That means these two lines are drawn at a time. This line and this line always at an angle 90 degrees. You have to follow. You can easily draw this diagram with a faster manner. Lock your equipment and draw. What is this measurement? Now let's copy this measurement. Now this measurement. This measurement is this measurement. Let's this measurement. Then parallel to this one, edge your mini drafter edge. Just lock here, draw here, and draw a parallel line. Draw a parallel line. Right. So lock here and draw a parallel line. Then complete your diagram. Complete your diagram and copy the center point. Center point from here to the center. Copy 4 to O. 4 to O. 4 to O. This is axis line. Right. Then again 4 to 3. 4 to 3. So this is the one more edge. Now the same entire rectangle is tilted at an angle. The entire rectangle is tilted at an angle 45 degrees. 45 degrees. Then complete the remaining while draw vertical lines and horizontal lines. Say that means, so first naming it A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash. Then draw A to A, A to A. That means vertical line, horizontal line. Say A and B. A and B. So 2 points there in this particular line. Observe the previous diagram. From A to horizontal line, this is the A. A to horizontal line, say this we can call it as A1. From B to horizontal line, B1. Now 2 points are completed. C and E. C and E. Now C2, C1. E, E1. Again D. From D. So this is the D1. And observe A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to A. That is the required polygon final shape. Similar polygon will come in 1, 2, 3, 4 point 5 point while joining. Say let 1 and 2 points. Where is the one? Say here it is. This is the 1 point. This is the 2 point. Just concentrate. 2 and 2. 3 and 5. 3. So this is the 3. 5. This is the 5. Fourth point. This is the 4th point. Just observe while drawing the lines. Some lines are hidden lines and remaining lines are boundary lines. That means, so outer means boundary. 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 Inner means this is the dotted line. This is also dotted line. Then this is the boundary line, the top line. This is the one. So dotted line to dotted line. Dotted line, so this is the dotted line. That is the dotted line. Now, this is the highlight. Required object is completed. Required object is completed. So, highlight. Now, these already soft copies I forward to you. Now, that means diagram with you, but how to draw? The diagram result is there. The answer also there. How to draw, that is important. Answer is there, question is there, everything is there. While drawing, you may get some problems. That problems I am explaining how to draw in a simple manner. So this is about pentagonal prism side, and the next one is one more problem. Let observe this one more problem. Let observe this one. This problem only changing the shape of object. In case of pentagon, now it is hexagon. Object shape is pyramid, not prism. Pyramid. Pyramid, only one base, one apex, slant edges. That means, let observe what is that object is given. A pyramid of hexagonal pyramid. Just rough sketch of hexagonal pyramid. Hexagonal first draw hexagonal pyramid. Hexagonal pyramid, start with hexagonal pyramid. Now base 1, 2, 3, 4, right. So this is the center, center to axis line. Now this is the required object. This is the required object. Say it is capital A, B, C, D, E, F and O. Now this is the slant edge. This is axis. So this is the base. Start with given base is 30 mm. Now this is 30 mm is given. Now this height is given, 60 mm is given. Then what an angle? 30 degrees. So tilt this at an angle 30 degrees. Tilt at an angle 30 degrees. So this is the final object you have to draw. Final object. Just start with how to draw this one. Start with XY line. XY line. Start with XY line. Now start the object. Start the object selecting how it is ground axis inclined and HP and parallel to VP. Now select one edge. Select one edge. Now like this one. Right. Any convenient gap, start a point. This is the required. Then construct a polygon, hexagon, 120 degrees. Say 120 degrees, that one. Again 120 degrees, that one. Again 120 degrees. Right. Say 120 degrees, 120 degrees, 120 degrees, 120 degrees. Say this is A, B, C, D, E and F. Center point, joining corners, Say this is the O point. Extend. Now axis line is overlapped with one edge. Say this is A, B, C, D, E. Now this is C and F. Now this is the object. This is the simple position. Given numerical values are say this is axis height is 60 mm. Given side is 30 mm. Now at an angle, now just draw at an angle 30 degrees. Now it is very important, need to concentrate. Now this is the final shape of your object. This is the final shape. How to draw this? At an angle, this he has mentioned that one, this is at an extend this one, this is making at an angle 30 degrees. How to draw this object? Let apply the triangular rule in this one. Now in this way I can't draw that much easy, just I introducing you to draw how easily. Just apply the triangular rule. Say this is the 30 degrees, now you know this is the 90 degrees always. So because this is the 60 degrees. In spite of 30 degrees, you start with the 60 degrees, this line you can complete. Just observe this how to draw. Right. Now in spite of 30 degrees, take a point here, draw 60 degrees line. Draw 60 degrees line. And copy this one, this measurement, right. Then copy the center point. Say here is a draw 90 degrees line. So this is the 90 degrees. Then this vertical height, copy this vertical height. Copy this height. Then draw it. Now this is completed. Now extend, we can easily get 30 degrees. First name it A dash, B dash, C dash, F dash, D dash, E dash, O dash. Similar manner, project and find the final one. Say project A and B. A1, B1, C1, F1, D1, E1. Now outer edges are visible. These are all invisible. Then O point, O to O. Now draw these lines, and this is the visible line, this is the visible line, this is the dotted line, this is the dotted line. I will forward the answer. In this answer, every clear lines are available, and just how to draw I am giving, that's all. The answer is there in the PDF, in the PPT also, but how to draw the diagram, just I am explaining. The way you proceed, you complete the diagram in a simple manner. Last two problems are there, just close today work with last two problems. Let us observe this one. Square pyramid. Now base is the square. For example, you can take a square like this also. Now this is the square pyramid. 40, 65. So this is the 40. Axis height, center to center is 65. Lies on HP on its slant face. Now this is the slant face. So it is resting on a slant face. So for example, it is resting on a slant face. Now simple position. After that one, tilt at an angle, tilt to the slant position. How to tilt the slant position, I am going to explain. First, simple position. Top is a square. Draw the square. right? Take any convenient gap, say this is A, B. Square 90 degrees, then complete the square. You know square, all sides are equal measurement. Corner to corner. A, B, C, D and O. Extend O up to, this is the thin line, here onwards axis line. So this is the required height 65, say this is O dash. Now extend up to, say this is A dash, B dash. Now this is C dash, D dash. Now join. No. Now actually what is mentioned? The slant face. We are looking like this one, say there is a slant face, this is the slant face. Tilt that slant face. Slant face visible like a line in the front view. Tilt this line on XY line. Tilt this line on XY line. Entire line. What is this line? So D and O. Now select D and this is the O. Now take this measurement. Take this measurement. Take this measurement. Put on XY line. Now two points are there completed. So only find out this point. This is equal to this one. This side is equal to this one. So from this point to this point to one arc. This point to one arc. So this point to, now selecting the same measurement. So this point to 1. Now complete this. Now again this point, this measurement, now this point to 1. Now this point to one arc. Now this point to intersect this arc. Now join like this one. This is the triangle. Same triangle tilted at an angle. Now this is the, now copy this measurement in the center point. Copy, this is. Now tilt that entire triangle on XY line. Name it. Say this is tilted like this. Say this is A dash, B dash. Say this is C dash, D dash. Project A and B. A1. This is the A1. This is the B1. C and D. C1. D1. This is visible by looking like this one. This is entirely focusing which is visible. The below is not visible. Now this is the visible. Now O point and O point. And join these lines. Now CD boundary lines. Say A, B, C, D. Now say this is the dotted line. This is also dotted line. Now give the numerical value. Numerical value, say this is 65. So this is 40. Now this is the way to draw this diagram in a simple manner. Now let's see the next problem. Now cylinder, very simple problem. Cylinder, just observe the cylinder like this one. Top is a circle, front is a rectangle. Just to draw the. Draw the top is a circle. Take 25 mm as a radius. Take 25 mm as a radius. So any one point is center, draw the circle. Take any point. Now, so 25 mm as a radius, draw the circle. Draw the circle. Now this is horizontal line, vertical line. Divide that circle into 8 equal parts. Set a protractor at an angle 45 degrees, draw one line. At an angle 45 degrees, draw one more line. Say, let me name it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Project. Here onwards, axis line. Right. Say, this is 1 up to this one. This is 1 up to this. Now, front is a rectangle. Now, these lines. Now, these lines. So, these are all the imaginary lines 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now tilt this rectangle at an angle. At an angle, draw the projections of a cylinder 60 mm diameter, acts at a point on its HP, axis inclined 45 degrees. Axis inclined 45 degrees. Now tilt this, any convenient gap, say 45 degrees, 45 degrees. Now this is the position. Copy all this measurement. This is the center. This is the one more line. This is the one more line. Now name it 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, same measurement will come 1 to vertical line, 1 to horizontal line. 1, 2 and 8, 2, 8, 3 and 7, 3, 7, 4 and 6, 4, 6, and this is the 5. Now this is an ellipse. With free hand, draw an ellipse. Similar manner, one more point will come. Say for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this is visible. Now this is a dotted line. Now draw like this one. This is visible. This is the dotted line. Give the numerical values. Numerical values are, say this is 50. Now this is at an angle 60. Now this is the required highlight this diagram, this rectangle at an angle 45 degrees. Now this is the result. Now right. This is the way to construct the required object. Construct the required object. Let's see the last problem in this class. Draw the projections of a cone. Projections of a cone, access this one. So in place of rectangle, it will come a triangle. Let observe. XY line. Draw the circle. Just take and point 25 mm as a radius. Right. Divide this into 8 equal parts. Horizontal line, vertical line. 45 degrees line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Project. Now here also axis line. This is the O dash. 1, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6, and 5. Now this is the lines. Now this is the required height of this one. Say this is height is 65. Now this is 50 mm. Now this is 50 mm. Now what is mentioned? Inclined at an angle 45 degrees. Say 45 degrees. 45 degrees. Select a point, drop 45 degrees like this one. Copy this measurement. Right. Now then middle point at an angle 90 degrees. Now copy the vertical height. Now join this one. Now extend this one, we can get the 45 degrees. Extend, we can get the 45 degrees. Just name it. Now remaining points. Easy to draw, but once is initially you may practice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Project 1, 2 and 8, 2, 8, 3 and 7, 3, 7, 4 and 6, 4, 6, and 5. Say this is half of, this half is visible, this is invisible, this is the O point, join like this one. Now this is the way to construct the problems. These problems I will forward to you with the answers, with the steps required to complete, but how to proceed, just I explained today. Follow. Any doubt, and the next class we will continue. Any remaining problems, any doubts in this class, just I already forwarded my mail. Forward any doubts in this, or we have our WhatsApp group. Put a message in the group, just I will send with proper explanation how to draw this one. Clear? Up to this one is projections of solids completed. This is two sheets, combination of solids 1 and solids 2. Solids 1, prisms, pyramids. Solids 2, cylinder and cone. Divide this into two sheets and complete these two sheets and put in the my group ID. I will give in the, once this class is started, I will give a link. In that link you load your written scripts. I will answer and I will rectify that problems what you committed. Based upon that one, you may grade it a marks. Each sheet has a 10 marks. That 10 marks, how many marks you got? I will analyze the marks. Just draw clearly, you can get 10 out of 10 marks. Okay.